encouraged to put a vehicle here.
Thank you. Oh, look, I like it. This is going to be a great test drive. I just want to say. Yes, sir. Okay, that's all right. Did I get away with it, or did I get away with it? All right, so hold on, just watch. So what we're doing right now, we're at the Porsche dealership. We're test driving a $160,000 car, pretending that we're actually gonna buy it. Trading in the M3. I kind of already want to buy it, but this is going to be a fun test drive, if I can say that. It's going to be very fun. Back left tire was low, so he's going to go fill that up real quick, and then we're going to be in a car that goes 0 to 60 in 2.8. So it's pretty amazing. It's going to be the fastest car I've ever been in.
It's going to be a roller coaster.
Alright, so here's what's going on. We're at the Audi Porsche dealership. A lot of really nice cars here. It's pretty amazing what I've accomplished, but I'm just really surprised that I'm going to be driving this car. I don't really know where you're supposed to drive in a car that goes 0 to 60 in 2.8. I really don't know a lot about Porsches, but I guess I bullshitted it enough to pull this one off. It's a 911 Turbo S. I don't know, the car is amazing. It's a very small car inside, as you would imagine. It's a Porsche. They have a lot of nice cars here, but this is gonna be a great video, like one for the record books. And then after this, we're going to the shooting range. So yeah, I'm having a happy little Saturday today. It is pretty cold, like I said earlier in the video. This is the most expensive Porsche that they have at the dealership. Look, he's pulling up right now. All right, there she is. Now it's recording.
No, it doesn't. Let me get in.
I'm so sorry. Like, it's actually kind of funny that you're in the back seat. Like, I'm having a good time.
It's like the only car that don't have enough headroom in.
Yes. Okay. My car isn't. I mean, BMW, I guess, decided not to do that, but.
Okay, so this is going to say that it's got a low tire pressure situation that's going on still.
Mm-hmm.
The warranty is still there, but I've already put the air in, so it's not low actually.
So that's all the PSI. It like tells you the exact PSI per tire like that.
Right.
Wow.
This is the controller for this. This is the 4.5 inch color display that can, you got all the usual things you got to have on a sports car, but this 4.5 inch color display also covers a lot of other things. So you can see what your performance is, vehicle information, trip, tire pressure. Of course, you saw that.
Mm-hmm.
G-force meter, kind of cool.
Yeah, that's wow, so intricate. How many speakers in this? Like, are there sound packages with Porsche, or is it all just pretty much standard?
No, it depends on the particular vehicle. So this has the Bose 5.1 channel surround sound with 500 watts, a 210 watt subwoofer. If I recall correctly, it's got 10 speakers in this car. The subwoofer is actually an integrated body part now. Saved 12 pounds just for that one thing. This car is about 88 pounds lighter than the previous generation was. Wow. And actually is longer, wider, and has a lot more equipment than the previous generation had. Of course, the touch screen, AM, FM, satellite radio.
Put on your seatbelt, bro.
CD, Bluetooth. Inside the armrest or the glove box there, you got USB and universal input connectors for the stereo system, as well as Bluetooth audio streaming. Automatic temperature controlled air conditioning and heat. You have the heated seats and the ventilated seats on both sides. Sport Plus, Porsche dynamic chassis control system on this particular vehicle. The ring in the back, which I'm putting back down.
Oh yeah.
It goes up automatically on its own when you put it up.
Look at there, buddy.
save fuel.
Where is that?
Auto start stop.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
It's normally
The
on,
BMW
somebody
has
had
that
turned
too.
off. It's just a way to save fuel.
Don't tell your friends that I'm buying, like, considering this car.
I'm not doing anything, Buzz.
I don't want to hear any feedback from them.
All right, so.
All right. And this is just a clock. Is that just like the second-hand ticking?
No, it's also the chronometer if you want to do track times.
Oh right. Oh, that suspension is
also
stiff
works
on this
electric.
thing. You can really feel that.
Now it's not even engaged in sport mode yet.
The Bavarian thought of everything, bro.
These are stiffer than your typical 911 though.
Am I able to do the test drive or?
I am going to let you drive it, but not yet. I'm just introducing
okay.
you to the vehicle
Okay,
at this point.
gotcha. All right, makes sense. Let me throw on the seat.
Are you familiar with PDK or double clutch automatic?
Yep. I haven't driven too many of them because I usually prefer manual, but that's why I asked about manual. But PDK, what does that even stand for?
Porsche Doppelkupplung, which means Porsche double clutch automatic.
Okay, so just
which
different
means
name
you
for
have
double
two
clutch.
drive shafts in the transmission instead of one.
Yeah.
So when you go to shift from second to third, second's engaged, third's already on the other gear, on the other drive shaft spun up. So the moment you or it says shift, it's instant. You don't get a loss of acceleration.
Oh,
between
okay,
gears,
yeah.
which
I
is
understand.
part of why we're
double clutch technology.
That's part of why it's faster. It's normal mode.
Oh my god, this thing is a beast.
This is sport mode, which is a little more aggressive. Sport
There's
Plus
nothing
is
wrong
like
with the
race
seat
mode.
back here. It's just like.
Slam it. There you go. Sport mode. Amazing brakes on this car because of course the ceramic composites.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit the brakes. Be prepared for that in case we're going to.
Yeah. The brakes work. Oh my
And last
god.
thing I'm going to show you is something called launch control.
Okay.
I'm not going to encourage you to do this, but
ready for it.
launch control, you have to have a Sport Plus, has to be ready to go. You keep your foot on the brake, put your foot all the way down, hold it there, let it go. That quick to 100.
That is, yeah, that.
It's kind of like a roller coaster.
It's like 3 seconds is so fast. It feels like 0 to 100 in 3 seconds.
This car's making me sick. I don't like it.
Don't throw up.
Sport Plus is great, but when you're driving normally, it's a little, it won't shift until it gets to red line almost. So the normal mode is a lot more comfortable. It still gives you great acceleration and power and control when you want it, but you don't have to be on all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice thing about a Porsche is that, unlike some sports cars, you can be gentle and easy around corners and driving normal. You don't have to be all there all the time. Some cars you touch it, it wants to jet, you know?
Yeah. So
These
it's
can be very
different.
normal cars every day.
Like it's normal in the fact that it can act like a daily driver, is what you're saying, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's a comfortable car to be in. It's a comfortable car to use and be as a daily driver. It doesn't beat you up like a lot of cars do. And like I say, like going around the corners here and taking off, you don't have to get on it if you don't. Some cars, they just have to be live all the time.
Wow. I really, like, I've been in Ferraris, I've been in Aston Martins, I've been in, like, not Bugattis, but I've been in a lot of Porsches when I did valet in high school and stuff, but I just did not, I really underestimated Porsche. Like, I cannot believe that they pull this out.
We didn't win the last 2 out of 3 Le Mans races for nothing.
You got any
it's pretty-
918s? That's the
Nobody has
hybrid
any of
ones.
those. Those have been sold out for about a year.
What's the story behind 918s?
That's the hybrid car.
That's the supercar hybrid.
That's a hybrid
right
car.
there with the Ferrari LaFerrari and the P1.
Okay.
McLaren.
Depending what track and who's driving and what day,
Those are the
they're
three
going to
cars.
be
yeah.
one or the other is going to win, and it's all the same. The only difference is really this: when you do see all 3 cars tracked against each other.
They don't want to do it to put it together because then the the Porsche guy, the Ferrari guy, they're like, oh, you know.
Porsche doesn't care. You know what we do when we have one of those?
It's the Ferrari guy.
We drop it off.
Yeah.
And say, there you go. And we leave.
Put them together.
When Ferrari shows up, when the P1 show up, they send a team to custom make sure the tires are the exact pressure, to make sure the car's set up right, to make sure this is right, and then after they do a warm-up lap, they bring back in and adjust everything again. Porsche just gives them the car and says, go drive it.
Yeah. What it's Ferrari, things? They don't...
Okay, yeah, that's why I drive it first. Okay, so that shifts up on either side. That nice shifts down like on either side. Okay?
That's way better.
So you're driving, it's right there where your fingers are. This is the controller for that screen. You can scroll through the different screens. Did 0.97G, and a 1.02G.
Is that what we just did?
Mm-hmm. We got a lot more weight in here than normal, so 3 of us.
Yeah,
and it wasn't as warmed up as it like to be. You got one over 150 degrees, but yeah, it warmed up is even better.
I don't know if I should.
And then so that's what this one does, and then this one is just your phone. This one just takes you back to this main screen actually.
Is this a tray?
And this is volume. No, those are your cup holders. So you can adjust those according to what you're gonna use. Yeah, 2 of those, of course.
Those cup holders, the drink's gonna be ready to spill on the buttons with G's like that.
Well, the reality is, in Germany, they don't even want you to have cup holders. They want you to get out of the car and go drink and then come back to the car. Americans, the reality is, if I'm going to go and get a Starbucks cup of coffee, I don't want to have to wait. I got drive-thrus here. So you have a place to put it. And yeah, if you're going to drive like we just did, that would not be recommended.
Yeah.
But ordinarily that's not the case.
I had a drink spill.
Okay, so let me talk to you about the seats. The seats, this is an 18-way seat, so you can squeeze in the sides here, you can squeeze in the sides here. You can extend the length of the seat right here. You can change to 2 different lumbar supports for your back. Of course, you got seat back, up, down, forward, back on the seat itself, and then, of course, certainly the seat back angle as well. So it's 18 different positions you can adjust it to. Underneath the steering wheel right here, you have you got a controller for going in and out, and up and down, depending on what you're looking for. So you get that adjusted. And then, of course, left mirror, and adjust, right mirror, and adjust.
This is a 2014, you said?
Yes. Once you get it all set up, you can set the memory.
Yeah.
On both the seat settings, but you can also set it up for the key, so that when you walk up and hit unlock, everything resets to you automatically. Okay. Including the air conditioning setting.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, most of it I'm really familiar with that, but wow, this car is designed much different from a BMW.
Yes.
And
we literally bring racing technology straight to the cars we sell, and all the cars we sell, not just some of them. So yes, not all of them have ceramic composite brakes, but they all have amazing brakes that you can take to a track on any of our cars. The cheapest Boxster or Cayman that you would find is still going to be able to go to the track. You take a Macan to the track and not ever worry about brake fade. They won't sell a car that isn't qualified to actually drive right.
Okay, wow.
It's a little bit different than most manufacturers.
I'm guessing that you're in the mode where it saves gas because it just turns off automatically? Or?
It does. And I actually just turned off the entire system so you can start from scratch.
Okay. All right. Well,
who cares about gas?
Here we go. Yeah, if you're driving this car, that's not what you're concerned about.
I'd
be more concerned about tires.
But they actually do get pretty good mileage considering.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't expect that.
It rides like a very lightweight car for what it performs like. It's
exactly.
amazing. Okay.
Come on around.
Thank you.
Oh, pop the trunk in there.